wants to go in, use your shield on them. Because first of all, of course, the shield. And as you can see, wait, let's talk about the game. I'm already rotating. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. I'm flash shield saved his ass. And MVP Janna right here, guys. This is already MVP Janna. Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome to another Wild Rift video. And today's video, I don't want to spoil too much, but this is a must watch, and especially in the late game. I really play Janna like perfectly, and I'll be giving you tips and tricks on how to really play Janna, because there is a reason that I put Janna in S+ tier in my tier list. But first, I'll be talking about how to build Janna. You can skip. I'll put timestamps in the description where you can skip out the part where I explain the builds. And as you can see, I've already bought like almost 6,000 wild cores for the skin giveaway that I'm doing. I'm giving away 5 skins during the whole month of March. All you gotta do is put down a comment under this video, and to increase your chance, put down a comment under other videos too, right? Okay. Let's talk about the Janna build. As you can see, there is already one major change from my last Janna build, which is Locket is not in the first place anymore. And actually, I really want to do this. And let me tell you the reason why. Because, okay, first, let's start with the first item. Ardent Sensor is a core item for Janna. Every time you use your third ability, it's gonna proc the Ardent Sensor. And on top of that, it gives you a lot of ability powers. So this is always gonna be your go-to item. Unless, listen closely, unless you are paired with a Jhin. If you are paired with a Jhin, start with a Harmonic Echo. The reason for that is because Ardent Sensor doesn't really do anything for Jhin, except for giving him the bonus magic damage, which is not really a lot. So listen carefully. Always go for Ardent Sensor unless you're with a Jhin. Okay, and after that, I go for boots. So I go for Ionian Boots of Lucidity, but here it gets a little more interesting. Locket used to be the go-to item for supports, but it isn't anymore. There are actually 3 enchantments that you can go for on Janna. So first of all, of course, is Locket. When do you go for Locket? Go for Locket if you need to stop burst damage. So when you're against champions like Ahri, Katarina, Akali, you know, champions that basically deal burst damage, get a Locket if you feel like you need it. If you just want to heal up your team, you know, if you feel like you want to out-sustain the enemy, so like if the enemy has a Ziggs, for example, or Orianna, or, you know, Misfortune, you know, these poking champions, get a Redemption. Redemption is obviously going to be very nice, but this is not going to protect you from burst damage. So keep in mind, Locket for burst damage, Redemption for sustain healing. There is actually another enchantment that you can also go for on Janna, which is Ionian, which is Shadows, not Ionian, which is Shadows, yes. So I never see anyone buy Shadows. I don't understand why. These things can be so good, and why is no one buying them? They are so incredibly good on Janna, and the reason for that is, let me tell you the reason. Basically, if you don't know what Shadow does, it has like 2 ghosts, and these ghosts are gonna chase enemies. And when these ghosts hit the enemies, as it reads, they seek out enemies, and on contact, a champion is revealed and slowed by 40%. For up to 5 seconds. 5 seconds. And the duration of the slow is going to get longer and longer when they travel for a longer time, the ghosts, right? So the longer the ghosts travel, the longer the slow. But keep in mind, the ghosts travel for like a maximum of 10 seconds. Then they go away. So if you manage to hit these ghosts on an enemy and get like a 4 or 5 second slow, imagine you slow the enemy for 4 or 5 seconds, you wait, like you can literally wait, then you use your tornado to knock them up, and on top of that you can use your second ability to slow them again. What? Guys, come on, please give this a try. If you think that you don't need a Locket and you don't need a redeeming enchant and you just really want to catch out the enemy, get Shadows. Trust me, you're not going to regret trying it. Okay, after that, you not always go for Harmonic Echo, because let me tell you why. I either go for Harmonic Echo or Athene's Unholy Grail. So how do I decide which item I go for second? Okay, look at the enemy. Does the enemy have a lot of ability power, and are they focusing you, like you as a Janna? If the enemies are not focusing you and you have enough tanks in your team, you can get a Harmonic Echo. With the Harmonic Echo, you're going to be able to stay in the back line, cast shields on your teammates, and heal them up. But if the enemies have champions like Akali and Gragas that are just completely hard diving you and one-shotting you, then consider getting Athene's Unholy Grail as your second item. The reason for that is because this item gives you 40 magic resist. This is not huge. This is just decent. Like this is gonna help you, you know, sustain that magic damage. Like you can heal up, you can give yourself a shield and slow the enemies, and you know this magic resist is really gonna help you survive. So if you feel like you need it, get an Athene's Unholy Grail. But it's obviously way better to get an Harmonic Echo, because first of all, Harmonic Echo gives you max mana. Secondly, it gives you more ability power than Athene's Unholy Grail, and third of all, the heal is better of Harmonic Echo. Like the Athene's Unholy Grail gives very nice shielding and heal to one target, but Harmonic Echo is just going to be better because of the bonus ability power and also the heal that it's going to give your entire team. Okay, I don't really know why I have a Deadman's Plate here, so let's put it here. Okay, when is a Deadman's Plate good? Let me tell you when a Deadman's Plate is good. A Deadman's Plate is good if you're getting dived hard by the enemy weapon carries. Like if, but I want to say that I only go for Deadman's Plate if the enemy is full attack damage. Like, I don't really go for Deadman's Plate if the enemies have an Oriana or something like that, right? So consider getting Deadman's... I don't know what my screen is doing. So consider getting a Deadman's Plate if the enemy has full attack damage. My app is crashing a little bit, but... Wow, this took me like 1 hour or something to fix. Unbelievable. I restarted my laptop twice. I took out all the cables and put them in again, and it didn't work. And... oh, okay. You probably don't care, but it took me so long to fix. It's so stupid. Okay, so where was I? After the Ardent Sensor and Harmonic Echo and Athene's Unholy Grail, you'll be very strong. But to really enhance Janna's kit, you need to go for Rabadon's Death Cap as your 4th item. You might even go for Rabadon's Death Cap as your 3rd item, but I don't really recommend it because the Unholy's Grail is really nice for the bonus healing, bonus shielding, and you know, the bonus tankiness. But if you just wanna, like, if you want your 2nd ability to do a lot of damage, and if you want your 3rd ability to provide a lot of attack damage, then you can get a Rabadon's Death Cap before the Athene's Unholy Grail. So I go for it as my 4th item. So after you finish the Rabadon's Death Cap, you are actually a monster. Like, I'm not even kidding. You are a monster. Your 2nd ability is gonna deal between 300 and 400 damage per cast. I'm not even kidding. Between 300 and 400 damage. I think I already explained the Deadman's Plate earlier in the video. I actually don't remember, but basically go for Deadman's Plate against full attack damage, okay? Other items, I really don't go too much for other items. Like, this is basically what I go for. These are the only items that I go for. Okay, about the runes. You always want to get an Airy. Airy is like, first of all, Airy is gonna jump to your enemy when you use your 2nd ability to do bonus damage. And Airy is gonna provide more shielding to your teammate when you use your 3rd ability. After that, I like to go for weakness, and the reason for that is because my 2nd ability and my 1st ability have CC, because my 2nd ability slows the enemy and my 1st ability knocks them up. So weakness, you know, it's gonna make them take 5% more damage in the following 5 seconds. So that's why I go for weakness. Here I go for loyalty, because as a Janna, I'm like always next to an ally, you know, so I like to provide my ally with bonus armor and bonus magic resist. And here I go for Pack Hunter. I don't really know what other people go on Janna. Okay, you know what? You can also go for Pathfinder. Now, Pathfinder is going to be very nice if you feel like you need the bonus movement speed for roaming. But the thing is, I feel like I don't need it because Janna already has built-in bonus movement speed. She has so much bonus movement speed in her passive and everything like that. So I go for Pack Hunter because Pack Hunter is going to provide you with like also bonus movement speed. But the main thing is, for each unique ally you participate in a takedown with, you gain 50 gold and your ally gets 50 gold. So when you're roaming around and get those skills, you're potentially giving yourself and your teammates 500 gold, which is very, very nice. As your spell, of course, heal and flash. So let's finally get into the gameplay. Okay, so we're in the gameplay and I have so much to say. And okay, let's start. So I really want to talk about Janna's matchups. So actually we have like a troll Amumu in the bot lane. He took like a smite. I don't like, he thinks he can outsmite the enemy if we have 2 smites, but whatever. We're talking about Janna now. So Janna is not really good against Jinx in a laning matchup. And let me tell you the reason for that. Jinx outranges Janna. First of all with her rockets, secondly with her 2nd ability. And Jinx's 2nd ability is really annoying. Like, my tip to you would be to avoid picking Janna into Jinx, because if the Jinx is good, it's gonna be annoying, like, trust me. Okay, what else is Janna bad against? Janna is bad against assassins like Katarina, like Akali, like maybe even Z if the Z focuses you super hard. You know, basically, you are bad against assassin champions because you're gonna be very squishy. Even if you get an Athene's Unholy Growth, you are gonna be squishy. So if the enemies have a lot of assassins, don't pick Janna, okay? But besides that, you can always pick Janna. So let's talk about good matchups for Janna. A really good matchup is Alistar, and as you can see, I am against an Alistar here. And just look at the way that we're laning, me and Jhin. Oh, wait. Another bad matchup is Jhin. Jhin completely destroys Janna, trust me. So when you're against Jhin, Jinx, or Assassins, try to not pick Janna. But the rest, Janna does really good against. So as you could see, I did some communication with my Jhin, and I told him that during his 4th attack, I'll try to shield him. Because my shield will give him bonus damage. So if I can time it right, his shield is gonna do, his 4th basic attack is gonna do insane damage. So, like, I'm kind of trying to block damage with my 3rd ability, but also trying to time it right with him diving in. So this is a thing that you should know of Janna, is when your ADC wants to go in, use your shield on them. Because first of all, of course, the shield, and as you can see, wait, let's talk about the game. I'm already rotating. Look at this. Look at this. I'm flash, shield, saved his ass. And MVP Janna right here, guys. This is already MVP Janna. This is how you want to play Janna. Like, this makes me so happy because no other support can rotate as fast as Janna, because Janna has the bonus passive movement speed. And I really want to tell you how important it is to play Janna like I am right now. Don't stay to your lane, please, guys, please. That's not how Janna works. Rotate. As you could see, I saw the enemies in the mid lane. I immediately decided, boom, rotation. And because of me, I've used my flash and my shield. I saved the ass of my mid laner, and we got the first blood, and we even got another kill. So as you can see, like, this is already providing huge, like, this is huge for us. This is huge. So YouTube again. Someone said YouTube again in the chat. So in this game, I actually did decide to go for a Locket, and the reason for that is, like, let's see, they have a Yasuo. Yes, that was the reason. Like, I was trying to think why I did it. So the reason is they have a Yasuo and an Alistar. Basically, they can have a massive combo with Alistar diving in and then Yasuo using his ultimate on my team. So I felt like Redemption is not really gonna be able to save my team there. So I wanted to go for a Locket to stop them from the damage. So look at this. Just look at how hard I'm slowing the Misfortune. And oh, what a beautiful play again. But it didn't work because the Olaf was here. But like, I did a beautiful ultimate. I pushed the Misfortune back. But we were, like, me and the Jhin were not paying attention at all to the enemy jungler and to Dragon. Because Dragon is spawning, we died an unnecessary death, and Olaf just ran us down. Even though we completely outplayed the Misfortune, like, you need to pay attention to your map. And that is a huge mistake that I did as a support. I needed to know that it was too risky to go. And because of me, we lose the Dragon. That's because of me. Like, I blame myself for this, really bad. Like, I said MVP Janna earlier, but we also lost the Dragon because of me. So, like, you know, the lesson that you can take out of it, learn from my mistakes as well, guys. You know, especially before the Dragon, the jungler is likely going to be near the Dragon, right? Because the jungler wants to contest the fight. So Dragon was spawning in 9 seconds, and me and the NCO, we were actually engaging onto the Misfortune, which was really stupid, because we should have known that the Olaf is likely gonna be here. And yes, he, like, even the Amuset, you can see Drake. Yeah, it was a mistake. Oops. What else? Let's see. Yeah, it was I mean, it was a big mistake. That's true. Like, yeah, he says Misfortune was caught. Indeed, like, we thought that Misfortune was caught, but we just got baited in. Okay, so about Janna, how I play Janna, and what I think is the best way of playing Janna, is upgrading your second ability first, because you're gonna do so much damage. Look at this, boom, I just killed him. Upgrading your second ability is gonna be huge, and here I saved my Orianna again. Like, look at that damage. What? I just killed the Misfortune for 15% with 1 second ability. My second ability, if fully upgraded, is gonna do massive damage and is gonna provide a massive slow for my team. Now, I see some Janna players upgrade their third ability first. I don't like it. Like, I've seen it, but I don't like it. And here, you know, I'm just dead. We just got caught. I always upgrade my second ability first. Like, I really want to abuse it. See, the thing about Janna is really good at short trades. Like, you can even outdamage some ADCs because, yeah, as you can see, I'm rotating to my team. Like, let's say me and the enemy Misfortune. If Misfortune hits me with 1 basic attack, and what I have to do is shield myself and use my second ability. If I do that, I'm gonna take 0 damage or maybe even like a little damage, but I'm gonna do massive damage to the Misfortune. And look, I am here to help my team. I use my locket, I save my team, give shields, deal damage, and we just killed 3 enemies because I rotated again. And please guys, please, this is the whole point of Janna. Rotate. Janna has bonus movement speed. You are incredibly fast and you need to use it. You need to use it. Really need to use it. I hate seeing Janna players stick to their lanes and just play lane. You need to rotate. Janna is known to be a roaming support. So you want to roam around. Like here, I'm even invading the jungle with my Evelyn. Like, I'm always with my team. Always with my team. And I'm really like, look at how I'm saving his ass so hard, but unfortunately he did still die. But like, as you can see, I did really well in this fight. Even though they both died, I did really well. Here, you know, a quick little tip that I have for you when playing Janna: when you're running away, you can just click on your tornado like that if enemies are chasing you to knock them up. Very easy. Okay, so I decided that even though I'm with a Jhin, I still want to go for an Ardent Sensor because I feel like it's going to be nice to provide bonus. Actually, wait. No, I think this was a mistake. No, this was a mistake. My build was a mistake. I should not have gone for Ardent Sensor. Look at my damage though, but yeah, this was a mistake. So Ardent Sensor was a big mistake by me. I should have actually gone for Harmonic Echo in this game because I'm with a Jhin. And I kind of forgot about my own advice that I gave, which is that Ardent Sensor is useless with a Jhin. And the funny thing is actually, Ardent Sensor is useless with my entire team. So my itemization was horrible this game. Horrible. I should have gone Harmonic Echo. And I should not even build an Ardent Sensor in this game. I'm serious. I should not even build an Ardent Sensor in this game. I should just build Harmonic Echo, Athene's Unholy Grill, and then go for Rabadon's Death Cap. That's what I should have done, now that I'm looking back at it. I think this is very important. Oh, look at this. I don't have a locket, but I have my heal. And oh my god, guys. Beautiful gameplay again. Like, your ultimate. Okay, let's talk about Janna's ultimate actually, because there are several ways that you can use the Janna ultimate. So, first of all, is of course you can push enemies away from your carries or from yourself. Let's say the enemy is diving my carry and I just want to push the enemy away from my carry. What you can do is click on your ultimate and push them away. That's first. Secondly, what you can do is if your teammates are very low from damage and you just want to continue fighting, you can just use your ultimate and keep it up all the time to heal up your whole team, right? Like, you can keep proccing your ultimate the whole time, you know, let it heal up your team to, you know, get the boost of healing and continue fighting. Another way that you can use your ult is, let's say your whole team got poked out super hard and you guys killed like 1 enemy and it's a 4v5, but all the enemies, the 4 enemies are full HP and your team is low. What you can do is, instead of backporting, you can quickly heal up your team and surprise your enemy, because the enemy is not going to expect your team to be full HP again. They think it's going to be easy kills, so you can kind of bait the enemy with it. So like, go out, quickly heal your team and then go back in. There is actually another way that you can use your ultimate, which I have done in this game earlier against the Misfortune. Remember guys, when I went behind the Misfortune and I used my ultimate to push her towards my team. So this is for the true Janna gods. You can also use your ultimate like this. Like, you can flash behind the enemy, use your ultimate to push the enemy back to your team and, you know, push them into your team and allow your team to kill them. But this is really risky, okay? This is a really risky way of using your ultimate, and it's hard to pull off. But look, this is the reason why Janna is good into Alistar. As you could see, Alistar dived in, and all I did is use my second ability on the Alistar, and Alistar was like perma-slowed. After I used my second ability on Alistar, like, he couldn't escape. He just couldn't escape. Look, and here, bonus Janna move. Oh, he blocked it. Janna gets bonus movement speed, so you'll be able to catch up to anyone. Like, Janna can catch up to any champion. You are just faster than anyone, okay? Except if the enemy has Cloud Dragon, by the way, then they're gonna be very fast as well. So keep that in mind with Janna. You are gonna be able to catch up to anyone, so don't give up. Especially if you have a Janna in your team and you think you cannot chase the enemy, so you go back. No, follow your Janna and allow your Janna to slow the enemy with her second ability and then catch up to them. Trust me, Janna can always catch up to enemies. He just wants to go Baron, so I stopped my backboard. Yeah. So, oops, my laptop. Evelyn is actually not here, but Amumu has a smite as well, but this is risky. We need to do it fast. So as you can see, I'm cutting off their path with my tornado, trying to waste some time. We quickly got it, and now we just need to disengage. Like, we need to disengage. Like, as you can see, I'm not even fighting because I have no energy, and if I go in, I'm just gonna die. And this was a mistake from my team. Unfortunately, they kinda entered that fight. It's still fine though, we got the Baron, you know? Always good to get a Baron. Infernal, yeah, Infernal spawning. It was worth it, but we could have done better. We could have done better. Jhin is getting caught out here, but I'm trying to save him here. Yeah, I got my ult as well. I used my ult to push them away. Like, I kind of killed myself for the Jhin. Honestly, it was not worth it because they got shut down gold on me. Like, as you can see, I got 7 kills and I hadn't died for a long time. So I think I should have just let the Jhin go and just saved myself, right? Focus on myself because I got charmed and I got killed. And the problem now is they don't have me. So I said you won't win without me, but you need to see what's gonna happen here. Just watch. Watch. The Evelyn completely smacked the enemy. We actually stole the dragon with double smite and they just caught them out. So the reason that they killed them is because the enemies were just completely focused on the dragon. And this is also a tip that I want to give to you is don't underestimate the enemies if you're doing dragon or baron. Do you guys know how many times I've seen teams lose a 3 versus 5 fight while they're doing baron, for example? Let's say the team with 5 enemies is trying to do baron and they get very low from the baron damage, right? So the team, like my team with 3 champions, actually kills off all the 5 enemies because all the enemies want to do is smite the baron. So they just focus on the baron while my team keeps bashing damage on them. So that is also a mistake that I see a lot of people do. Be careful when you're doing baron or dragon. You know, don't just focus baron or dragon while the enemy is damaging you. You need to fight them, okay? In most cases, it's not gonna be good to just focus dragon. Because even if you get the dragon, the enemy is just gonna ace you and get turrets. I mean, sometimes it's still worth it, but of course you just don't want to give an ace to an enemy. Why would you? So keep that in mind. Like, as you can see, my playstyle with Janna, I'm walking around the whole map. I'm not even playing support in my lane anymore. And this is what I always do on Janna. This is not only this game. This is what I always do on Janna, and this is what you should do on Janna. Because this is what Janna is designed for. Like, as you can see here, I'm already in the mid lane to help my Orianna. Unfortunately, he did overextend a lot, but I'm still just ready for my team. That's the whole point. Be ready for your team. Ooh, and the Evelyn died, which is really not nice. Like here, you can see that the enemy is pretty much full HP, and we lost our 2 main damage champions. Actually, I am also a main damage champion, but we lost Orianna and we lost Evelyn, which are our main damage champions. So I'm just going back, getting my Rabadon's Death Cap, and now, oh my god, I even skipped out on the Unholy Grill. Yeah, let me tell you, actually, I remember why I skipped out on the Unholy Grill, because as I mentioned during the build part, if you feel like you don't need the tankiness of the Unholy Grill, you can even go for Rabadon's Death Cap. Like, the Rabadon's Death Cap is gonna increase your shield. It's gonna increase your damage by a lot. Like, you'll see how much damage I'll do. It's actually crazy. And it's just, you know, it's gonna boost your whole kit. The only thing that it's not gonna give you is bonus healing, but who cares about healing, right? You already have Harmonic Echo. Actually, it is gonna give you bonus healing because Harmonic Echo skills with ability power, but the bonus healing is not that much. So here, boom! I just killed the Yasuo with my second ability, easy peasy. We traded Evelyn for Yasuo, which is not amazing. Ooh, look at the barrier. What? Look at the amount of barrier that I have. We're just losing this fight. Like, this was a mistake by the Evelyn. I don't know why the Evelyn died there. Really not good. I'm trying to get a damage off. Boom! Look at my damage. Please, guys, just look at that. I did like 20% of Miss Fortune's damage with 1 second ability. 20%. Like, who said that supports don't deal damage? Janna can deal insane damage if you go full ability power. And okay, look. Top lane and mid lane are pushing. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna get more items. And I'm trying to think, what can I do to win this game now, right? Like here, I'm just getting even more ability power. I don't need the deadness plate. So we had pushed to the top lane. Mid lane is always gonna push. The Elder Dragon spawned. So there is a tiny problem that we have right now, which is Ahri in the bot lane that's pushing. So what we have to do now is force a fight. Because we are 5 versus 4. If we force a fight now, we're gonna have an advantage because the enemies don't have Ahri. But as you can see, this is how we win the fight. Enemies have no mid laner in the fight. We forced a fight to, you know, get an advantage. Because if we did not force a fight here, as you can see, the bot lane is pushing against us. If we did not force a fight, we would be at a disadvantage because the enemy bot lane would push against us. I said we can end, but my team didn't really believe that we could end. We can actually end because we are 5 versus 2. Like, look, this would have been a kill, and I just I got a little tilted here. Like, of course, I should have joined my team, but I was actually right about the fact that we could end because we could have easily killed them. Like, as you can see, even they are killing them without me. We could have just killed the enemies and finished the game, but you know, it's also fine like this. But yeah. So, look at my score, 8-4 on 17. 8 kills, 4 deaths, 17 assists. This is carry Janna. This is not even support Janna anymore. And I really hope you guys learned a lot from this game. Like, I did a lot of mistakes in this game, especially with itemization. So, I think it's important for you to learn from my mistakes as well. You know, I don't want to show perfect games only. I want to show games where I make mistakes too. I think that is very important. So let's look at the amount of damage that I did. Let's see. I did almost 12k damage, which is quite amazing. So, oops. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next Wild Rift video. Bye bye.